Let's welcome to the show. Look who's here, Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene from House Homeland Security. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, Congresswoman. We really appreciate you spending time with us tonight. First up, what was your initial reaction when you heard Hunter Biden is suing the IRS?
I laughed out loud, just like I did right now when you brought it up. It's outrageous. Here's Hunter Biden that is clearly guilty of tax fraud, all kinds of crimes, and he's suing the IRS. It's shocking.
You know, Yeah, but this is their scorched earth strategy. That's what they've been doing for some time, this legal team. But, you know, we want to get to the border crisis because we'd love to get your reaction to Fox News' Griff Jenkins tweeting video of a string of train cars packed with illegal immigrants heading to the U.S. border. Now, Congresswoman, they were cheering and they're saying they're blowing off the White House messaging, saying, do not come. I mean, the border towns have been really crushed by this influx.
Yeah, well, props to Chris Jenkins for tweeting out that video. And how terrifying is it that here's all these illegal immigrants are basically invading our country every single day, riding a train in Mexico, coming to our southern border and mocking the president and the vice president of the United States. But are we really shocked? I mean, look, the Biden administration has lost an F-35. They're giving $6 billion to Iran while releasing terrorists. And here we have a daily border invasion, and the Border Patrol is releasing thousands of illegal aliens, mass releasing them into the country every single day. We don't have a border at this point.
You know, Congresswoman, Fox News' Bill Maloogian shared video of an illegal immigrant dressed in camouflage scaling the Arizona border wall. You're in House Homeland Security. Chairman Mark Green says he thinks Chinese spies are illegally crossing the border. What are you hearing about this? I mean, we're seeing 17,800 Chinese nationals crossing into the U.S. this year. He's saying they could sow unrest if China invades Taiwan.
Oh, absolutely. We have great concerns about who's coming into our country. We're very concerned about who the known gotaways are. These could be Chinese spies. We're also having a briefing here in Congress this week. Speaker McCarthy is giving a classified briefing to all members of Congress about ISIS and an ISIS member helping bring people illegally into our country. There is no doubt about it. Our country is being invaded, and we have a severe national security crisis.
So why isn't there hair on fire? Why isn't there a hair on fire moment for Democrats here? I mean, we've got New York City far-left Democrats are saying their solution to the migrant crisis, their fix is to raise taxes to pay for all this. I mean, even Hillary Clinton is saying the White House needs to do more to help New York. I mean, Congressman, we're just a generation away from 9/11. So what are Democrats saying about all this?
Well, Democrats, you know, I think many of them are really seeing the writing on the wall. They're having trouble with their own constituents based on the border policies that have sent these illegal aliens right into their districts, and they're not anywhere near the border. We saw AOC and many others getting screamed at and shouted down by people who live in New York City. They don't want to have to pay more taxes to take care of these people. These people should be deported.
So now we've got this, too. We've got Democrat Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass at a recent panel saying she's fearful planes could start coming with illegal immigrants. But the Biden White House has been doing that since 2021.
Yeah, clearly Democrats really don't know the actions of their own leaders, do they? If they don't know these planes have been flying illegal aliens all over the country for years now, then they really don't know what their party is all about, or they're flat out lying to their constituents. But these people in California and New York, you know what, Chicago and other cities, this is the effect of sanctuary cities. And these are Democrat policies, and they have severe consequences.
You know, Congressman, I'd like to just wrap it up by asking about the impeachment inquiry into President Biden. What is the latest now? What are you hearing?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked about that. I just came from our Oversight Committee staff meeting, and we are talking about subpoenas that we will be sending out going forward. We will be going after Hunter Biden, Jim Biden, Devin Archer. We will be subpoenaing their financials. We are also going after credit card statements and a lot of other, any kind of paperwork, because we're following the money trail. And following the money trail has uncovered mountains of evidence fingerprints into the Biden family crimes, and we believe that following the money trail leads directly to Joe Biden.
So you're going to subpoena Hunter Biden, subpoena the banks for their financial records. Is that all correct? And when you look at the suspicious activity reports, what are the dollar amounts we're talking now? Is it more than 21 million?
We're more than 20 million, more than $20 million, and that came from actual bank records, bank statements, where we could literally add up the dollars. More than $20 million have made it into the bank accounts of the Biden family members, and these come from wire transfers from foreign countries like China, Romania, Ukraine, and many others into fake LLCs. They don't sell a product or a service. The Bidens do not sell anything. And then that money was paid directly to Biden family members, 9 Biden family members.
Okay, this is going to get worse. This is only off 170 suspicious activity report. This is even before House oversight and, House lawmakers subpoenas. Wow, it's quite a story. Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene, we hope you come back on the show. It's good to have you on.
Thank you for having me.
Sure.